Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy?
We don't use that word in here.
This therapy office isn't a sanctuary. It's a prison with better lighting. The language of safety and grounding is being used to keep our hero from seeing the oppression all around him. This is the central tension of the modern movie-going experience. We walk into the theater looking for a safe base, a place to lower our guard, only to find ourselves in an environment that feels like an ambush. We didn't always feel this triggered at the movie theater. I remember standing in line in downtown Flagstaff, Arizona, waiting to watch Independence Day at the Orpheum Theater. Back then, the theater was a demilitarized zone. Whether it was a curated reality or just the lack of terminally online discourse, the result was the same. You could lower your defenses. You trusted the director. The lights went down, and you surrendered. You gave them your time, and they gave you awe. They gave you inspiration. Today, that trust is shattered. We are in a cultural dynamic that resembles a symmetrical war. The creator is in a firefight. They are battling studio interference, shareholder anxiety, and a cancel culture that punishes risks. So they write defensively. The audience is in a firefight as well. They are battling the deconstruction of their myths in a barrage of competing political points of view, so they watch defensively.
Maybe I could hold on to my deputies and...
The theater no longer feels like a sanctuary. It's a high-stakes transaction where failure is punished harshly. The discovery tax. Why we're all exhausted. The cost of admission isn't just the $18 ticket. It's the tax on you as a person. Personally, I'm a glutton for punishment. I'll sift through 5 heaps of cinematic garbage to find one diamond because I have helpers, reviewers who act as my minesweepers. But for most people, it just doesn't work for them anymore. They don't have that time. They don't have that help. We think the past was better because of survivorship bias. We forgot the garbage from the 90s because time felt abundant. We were time rich. So a bad movie didn't hurt. Today, we are time poor. When you have 5 kids, a business, and a 50-hour work week, a bad movie isn't just a miss. It's a theft, or at least it feels that way. When the safe base is gone, every frame of a film is scanned for a reason to walk out. The Mickey 17 effect. The drawbridge goes up. The firefight isn't just a metaphor, it's a physical reaction. I took some friends to see Mickey 17. In one scene, a fastest leader and his wife pray before dinner. For a moment, the movie asks the audience to sit in that tension.
One and only soul.
It's uncomfortable.
Dear Lord.
Rejoice in the Lord.
For my friend, it was a breach. He didn't see a character. He saw a weapon. He scanned the screen, saw a villain performing a sacred act, and his internal alarm went off. To him, the movie wasn't telling a story. It was launching an unprovoked attack on his faith. The bad guy was praying, therefore religion is bad. Thus, he moves into a defensive crouch. Because he was already in a firefight mindset, he couldn't lower his drawbridge to let the satire in. He wasn't there to interpret art. He was there to survive an environment he perceived as hostile. From my perspective, the scene was a scalpel, satirizing how authoritarians wear the mask of piety and religion to sanitize their cruelty. But to my friend, it was a bayonet attacking his faith. This dynamic fosters the death of nuance. When you're in a war zone, you don't look for subtext. You look for threats. Another one of my friends that went with us didn't even wait for the credits. He hated the movie so much, he walked out of the theater and wandered a shopping center nearby for an hour waiting for us, rather than endure one more minute of his perceived antagonism. The binary of failure. When the audience is scanning for landmines instead of seeking wonder, the cinematic contract is broken. The industry is reacting to this by squeezing the life out of the middle ground, leaving us with a brutal choice. On one side, we have the hostile attack, films that trade awe for deconstruction, turning your childhood heroes into homework assignments. On the other, we have vanilla slop. These are movies so terrified of being attacked that they're pre-chewed by committees until they have no flavor left. They are designed for a viewer who is
quietly yearning for what you don't have while dreading losing what you do.
We are caught in a vice grip. The audience wants the diamond, but they've been conditioned to fear the firefight. And the first side of that vice is a cage built entirely out of that safety. In the next part, we will look at man versus the room dynamic and how the fear of a tweet, or a slew of them, turned the blockbuster into a negotiated compromise.
Remember when the lights went down, sticky floors in a little town. The previews roar, the magic starts, stealing all our little hearts. Oh, Friday nights and picture shows, the silver screen, the feeling grows. We were kings in the back row seats, living life in 24 frames a second. Jumbo popcorn, soda sweet, tapping out the rhythm with our feet. Summer blockbusters, winter treats, couldn't wait to get back in our seats. Oh, Friday nights and picture shows, the silver screen, the feeling grows. We were kings in the back row seats, living life for 24 frames a second. They say those days are gone for good. Maybe they're misunderstood. That flicker still inside my head. Every word the hero said.